Manchester United have just completed their second signing of the season. They've already sold three players, and a potential fourth is on the way out. Guys, we're just in July, so is this a dream? What has changed at United? Is it INEOS who are the difference? But what are they doing different? Let's take a look. So when INEOS took over United, we all knew that there is going to be substantial change in the hierarchy of Manchester United. We knew that they are going to get competent people at the football level to make quick decisions. But boy, I did not expect this to start so quickly. INEOS have been absolutely ruthless in the first month as to how they've dealt with the situations at United. So, first of all, let's talk about the first thing that INEOS have got right. And this is something, as United fans, we were pleading with the Glazers, and this is something that the Glazers could never get it right. The thing is speed. It's like working quick on deals. This is something the Glazers could absolutely not get right, because we used to operate with Joel Glazer, who was all the way at US, all the way in the United States. So the people who were working, the likes of John Murtaugh, had to get approval, and so the time difference would come into the picture, and that would make deals go way longer than they needed to be. And on the flip side, our negotiations, the not having the proper people, not having proper sporting people, would make negotiations drag on for weeks and weeks and weeks. But here we've been lethal, we've been clinical in terms of negotiating those deals. With Zirkzee, it didn't take long. It took hardly 2 weeks until we uh, told his agent that we are ready to trigger the clause, we are ready to pay your commission. And that was also an instant deal that happened. With Euro, the bid came out of nowhere, right? We went on, we made a bid, and we put on an ultimatum saying that, look, boss, this is our bid, and we're not going to stay over here forever. We want your decision to be done quickly. Yeah, it was a very aggressive approach, but in the end, we have able to secure two signings, two really critical signings, uh, to replace two key positions which was vacated by Rafael Varane at centre back and Anthony Martial at striker. So the swiftness to get these two players in before preseason as well, under 100 million, absolutely brilliant. Like, brilliant job from Ineos at the start. The second thing I wanted to touch upon is the quality of players and the type of players we are going behind. United of old would have gone behind the diamond, like the already established diamond. But here we are trying to find, the next potential star. We are here to find like some quick deals, but who have the quality to reach the next level. We are looking for some hungry players, and that is what struck me with, first of all, with Zirkzee. I think uh, the old hierarchy would have gone for the likes of Tony, or would have gone for the bigger name strikers, like would have targeted Osimhen for like 80 odd million, 100 odd million. But here we've scouted the market, we've scanned the market, and we've come across a guy who had a release clause of 34 million. It wasn't a very tough negotiation, but yes, he's had a very good season in Serie A, and he has a lot to prove. So that is where we've gone into it as well. Plus, not big investment in terms of wages, right? So we are not paying him 200, 250 grand a week, which we would do with established players. So that absolutely reduces the wage bill, and plus it gets the average age down. The deal with Euro was very shocking. Now, Ineos here have also played a master stroke where they were in negotiations with two candidates, one being Mathis Dillet and one being Joshua Zirks. One being Lenny Euro. So the negotiations were going on side by side, and this is where even the old team, the old team of the Glazers and John Murtaugh and Ed Woodward, they wouldn't do that. They would just concentrate on one player at one time. Here we were negotiating with two people. Uh, we got the clinging from Euros camp that he would be ready to move, and there we just put in a bid. We got him onto a plane, and yeah, we've got the here we go from Fabrizio, and he's practically a United player right now. So, um, us operating so quickly, so aggressively is what we United fans have asked for such a long time. And it's just a blessing to see that in the month of July, we've got two signings already done, one ready to go on to the tour, and one who will join us shortly just before the US tour ending. So it's an absolutely brilliant stage. It's a brilliant start for us United fans, because we've got the basic core done, and now I think we need to get on to moving players out to kind of further boost our squad, especially in midfield. And even in that scenario, we haven't done very bad. Like we've already moved three players out, so we've got Donny van der Beek out, who we were struggling to do that for the last 2 years, 3 years. We've got him out on a good package, £500,000 at the start. He's been very injury prone, hasn't played a lot of football, but as he plays, we get paid for that, which could rise up to like 4 million, 5 million euros, which is actually a pretty good deal with him having 1 year left on his contract. The second player we got rid of was Willy Kambwala. Since we've been recruiting so heavily in defense, I think he was not assured the minutes. And yeah, it's a new United. We let him go. With he also had 1 year on his contract, but the earlier hierarchy would have, kept him there. Would have taken the season to try and convince him that he's in the plans, and then eventually he would have left for nothing. So we made a good profit over there, 8 million euros, 10 million euros over there as well. So yeah, it shows that it's a new United. And then now we've let go also of Mason Greenwood. He's finally found a club on a permanent basis at Marseille. A good deal where we've got 28 to 30 million euros odd, and then plus a good 50% sell on clause of the profit that Marseille make in the future transfer as well. So all in all, I think we do need to sell more players as well. And today we also got news breaking that Aaron Van Bissaka might also be on the verge of joining West Ham. Now Van Bissaka also has just 1 year left on his contract. United are looking somewhere between £15 million to £20 million. So yeah, another move where we're getting rid of players who have a final year left on their contract. I remember a scenario where Jesse Lingard had such a good spell at West Ham, and then he came back to us, and we were looking to get rid of him, but we kind of were not getting a suitable wage. But he just had 1 year left on his contract, so we ended up keeping him for that year, thinking that we could negotiate a contract with him. But in the end, he left for free. We could have gotten 20 million homegrown, 20 million pure profit for that, but we didn't. So that is the change that's happening at this new United. And uh, I'm still skeptical. It's not done entirely. There's still long way ahead to go for the window to close. But I think the start has absolutely been really, really good. Kudos to the team of Ashworth, Berarda, who's come in as the CEO as well. Christopher Wevel, who's come in who was at Chelsea before. Good scouting record as well. I think they've hit the base at the start, and I'm totally confident, like with how they've started, also in terms of sales. Hopefully, they can, get more players out. The likes of, I think, Casemiro also, need to kind of get him out of the club. The likes of what's going to happen with Maguire, what's going to happen with Lindelof. McTominay is there as well. Fulham have had a bid of 17 million turned down for him as well. So it's going to be a really, really interesting summer transfer window ahead. Two big signings in Zirkzee and Lenny Yoro, but now as FFP kicks in, we'll have to further sell players to add to our squad. So yeah, we do need to now put the accelerator, and we do need to get players out of the club, and that's what us United fans have been asking for a long time. It's the ability to sell that has always haunted us. So hopefully we can get that right. So let us know your thoughts about how INEOS are faring at Manchester United. Do you think that they've done really well like I do? Or do you think that we do need to be a little skeptical because there's a long way ahead to go in the transfer window? Let us know down in the comments below. And do the usual, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Turn the notification bell on so that you know when our videos drop. And we'll see you in the next video.